Just kind of feeling into this morning, this particular time of year. There's different spiritual traditions that have holidays this time of year. There is New Year's. Some people celebrate that or look forward to it. There's the coming of the light, right? The winter solstice. There's definitely something about this time of year where maybe we're celebrating, or we're being hopeful, or noticing some change, and it comes, and then it goes, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, now kind of just left back with our lives, so taking care of the family or getting up to go to work or whatever, and there can be this sense of like, oh, that's over, and now kind of, oh, back to the grind, sort of. And I think there's a part of us that doesn't like to feel that, but the Buddha had something to say about that, actually. This sense of kind of, okay, getting up to go to work, or getting up and taking care of the kids, or just this dailiness that can sometimes be monotonous or kind of grinding. He talked about that in terms of the third level of dukkha, which is called sankhara dukkha. And in its more kind of minutia, it's the dukkha, or the unsatisfactoriness of our sense doors, all 6 of them, constantly being contacted, at least one of them, unless we're in dreamless sleep. Even when we're dreaming, the mind door is being contacted, and just the incessantness of that, and the never-endingness of that. And there can be a kind of a weightiness to that. Yeah, that's this third most refined level of dukkha. Well, this kind of needing to get up and go to work again is sort of a mundane example of this third type of dukkha. Like, here we are, we got born, we had the karma to get born, and now we're moving through this life. And of course, there's joys and lovely things about this life, and there is this aspect of, okay, here we go again, right? And of course, we've all felt that. And we humans tend to, at least in popular world culture now, we don't like this feeling, and we do all sorts of things to fend it off by thinking, it should never be humdrum. It should always be fantastic and fun, and right. And we spend a lot of energy trying to make sure that it's that way. And this is one of the reasons that we're destroying the earth, right? It takes a lot of resources to keep things fun and exciting all the time. What about letting go into just this truth that sometimes it is like this? Sometimes we do have to kind of just hit the alarm, get up out of bed and do what we need to do for ourselves or for others or both. And, can that be okay? Can there be the wisdom that knows this is just one aspect of life? It's like this, and there's no getting away from it. And we can be on board with that, when we can be congruent with that particular aspect of life, and we don't have to fight it. We don't have to think something's wrong. Or here's an important one. Something's wrong with us for feeling this way. Well, if I had a better life or a more exciting life, then, I wouldn't have to feel this particular aspect of dukkha. No, if you're born, you'll feel it. The question is, do we allow ourselves to feel it? And once we feel it, can we contact it with the wisdom that knows this is just how it is sometimes. This is just part of this life. So if you're feeling that this morning, not to worry, you're in good company. And our meditation practice can be that way too, can it? Right? Sometimes, yeah, a little exciting. Could be we're on retreat. Could be some new teaching. Could be like a lovely meditation that has concentration or whatever. It could be an insight. And much of the time, not so much, right? We're just doing the formal practice and the informal practice, cultivating wholesome qualities of heart and mind, and it's not so exciting. And again, can we hold it like that? It's like, oh, there's nothing wrong with my practice. I hear that a lot from practitioners. This, sense of like, nothing's much happening, and thinking something's wrong, or, and this is where it's like, oh, maybe I'll try a different practice, or, even a new tradition. It's like, well, you can, and, you're going to run into this kind of plateauing in whatever you do. So can we be on board with it? That, oh, this is just what practice is much of the time. Not so exciting. Just doing, playing the scales, right? In terms of an instrument, playing scales. Oh, we're doing the formal, informal practice, cultivating wholesome mind states. And, it's slow. And sometimes we don't see, quote, results all the time. But of course, things are always moving and shifting that we may just not notice it. So let's go ahead and do some of the formal practice together now. And it's nice to take the pressure off. It's like, oh, it doesn't have to be so exciting. I'm not a bad yogi if I just have a humdrum meditation period. It's just par for the course. And letting your attention sink into the body. Maybe not so different than an object sinking down into a body of water. Feeling the body. And feeling the body not necessarily from up above, looking down on it, like what I'm feeling is down below. See if you can have this sense of feeling the body from the inside. The sense that the awareness is actually down in the body. And the sensations aren't just below you, they're also above, they're in front, they're behind, they're all around. A wide attention will be supportive for this perception. Don't bear down on the body with the attention. Let it be receptive, wide and soft. And we have the body feeling also soft and relaxed, wide open. And this right here is just where we even start to get the first kind of nascent unification of body and mind. Mind is soft and open and wide. Body soft, open, and wide. Feeling the sensations of the body, not so much as a discrete form of the body, but as a field, or using the water analogy, like a diver floating, scuba diver in the water below, surrounded on all sides by the water. The sense of the attention surrounded by all sides, on all sides, by the sensations of the body. And just as when a diver's weight belt and flotation is in balance. This hovering or floating in the water is effortless. And the meditation being effortless. Body sensations spontaneously being known. The attention is relaxed, receptive, not needing to try to feel the sensations of the body. And just as if a diver was hovering in the water, 15 feet, 20 feet below the surface, and the waves were rolling overhead, they would feel gentle kind of pulse move through the water as the waves rolled overhead. And in the same way, feeling the sensations of the body, being immersed in them, and feeling the sensations, particular sensations of the body associated with the breath, kind of roll through, wash through, just as the waves are not separate from the whole body of the water, and the sensations of the breath are not separate from the larger field of sensations that are being felt. And resting back into this field of sensations that's gently being kind of rocked by the rhythms of the breath. Connecting with this experience, or to the degree that we stay connected, will support the deepening of calm, the body and mind. The unification of the experience of body and mind grows a bit stronger, and the mind state of samadhi grows out of that. Then one can choose to kind of stay with this and deepen this calm and samadhi, or bring this quality of attention to bear on the changing experiences that one is aware of. we can form the intention to be aware of these moments that arise during our day where we're feeling the kind of humdrumness or repetitive nature of our lives. Sometimes I'll get the sense of that, like cleaning up after dinner. Really? Again? This incessant feeding the body and then cleaning up afterwards. And, it's not always like that. Cooking can be fun. Cook with some friends or your partner, and it can be quite an enjoyable thing. And there is this other, or can be this other relationship to it where we feel this third level of dukkha. And being aware of it doesn't make it go away, of course, but this relationship to it shifts. It shifts our relationship to it from one of of reactivity and pushing away to acceptance, and then the ease with that acceptance. So I wish you many moments of that, because when we start to allow ourselves to feel into this aspect of life, there's actually quite a few of them where it's feeling kind of like the grind, and it's okay. Can we just be with it? As with so much of our practice, it's okay. Can we just be with it? So being with this particular aspect of life, this particular aspect of dukkha. Okay, friends, that's it for today. Wish you well. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.